Okay, so I have just measured out the desired first thread action, which I would like. And it's a little bit on the high side, but then again, if I need to lower it, I can always do that. So figuring this out, I have the E string here. We have a fret height of 40,000, and I want a desired first thread action of 35,000. So that equals 75,000. And then I just go by 5 down. So 20,000 for the G, 25 for the D, and 30 for the A. So there's just that little bit of a skip there. So equals out to 60, 65, 70, and 75. So those numbers right there will be the first thread action for each of the strings. And the measurements out here will just correspond to the amount of feeler gauge that I will have to stack together in order to equal that amount. And that will just act as my safeguard not to go too low when filing the knot here. So I'm just going to find the feeler gauges and I can start doing the initial passes on the knot here. Alright guys, so I've just started slotting the initial passes here and everything is looking good. I'm just going to start with the low E file here and just start to get that going. I've just loaded up the 75,000 feeler gauges here so that I won't go too far. And I'm just going to insert it here and make sure that I file straight. I'm just directly above here, so hopefully this is going to be good. I'm just going to check the progress every once in a while. Also, just to clean up the files, you can see there are a little bit of dust there. So I'll just take my own brush here and just dust that off to make them cut cleaner. But yeah, things are looking good here. And right now I'm just filing as straight across as I can. I'm just aiming for that tuning peg right here, so the string will just follow that. And once I get a little bit closer, I will just angle the file down just towards the angle of the headstock here, so that we have a matching. But yeah, I still have a little bit of ways to go here, so I will just continue. Okay, so I've just slotted till I reached the feeler gauges, and I've now just put on the string here, and I think we're good. The string sits as it's supposed to. Might take a little off the height of the knot afterwards, but when I just press down behind here on the third thread, I can just see that I have a little bit of wiggle room here, so there are improvements to be done here just to get the action down a little lower, but other than that, we're really good. So off camera, I'm just going to continue doing the rest of them, just getting them in and take my time, make sure that I get everything right. And once I'm happy and done with that, we can come in and have a closer look at how much we need to bring them down. Okay, so I've just finished slotting each of the nut slots here, and they are still a little proud. You can see there's quite a bit of space there, also here. But if we think back, when this base came in, it had a severe back bow. And that was because the truss rod could not be loosened. And right now we have actually loosened the truss rod and it is straight. So the action on this guy, it is all out of this park. It is above 3.5 millimeters on the 12th thread down here. So with the knot set somewhat to where it needs to be, still have to lower a little bit, I will now concentrate on getting the string action down and actually taking a look at the actual relief. So that will be the next project here in order for me to actually be able to dial things in without, for example, messing up the knot if I go to finalize it now and I lower the strings and I think they're buzzing, and yeah, so we'll have to think about that. So I will go in and we can have a look at that.